Well, hello, stained glass people. Here's a video dedicated to pattern makers. I have a nifty little trick. It's not a trick. It's a feature you can add to your patterns. And you've probably heard of them. It's a QR code. What it does is, if you're not aware, somebody has a pattern, they can take a picture of the QR code and visit any website you want them to. Your Etsy page, another website. And I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to pause here. Okay. A little print dialog window keeps popping up. Alright, this is the QR code I speak of. And again, when someone prints the pattern, that's going to be on the paper that they work from the pattern. So you can't avoid it. It's going to print the pattern. It's going to be there. The benefit of that is if the pattern makes its rounds, someone else's work table or someone shares it when they shouldn't have, and it's a good way to recoup a lost sale. I mean, because let's face it, people are going to go ahead and say, hey, I got this pattern, they're going to share it. It's going to happen. There's really no way to avoid it. We could say, it's for your use only. You got your rules of ethics all laid out, but they're still going to do it. And also for the honest people, if they have your patterns, they bought your patterns, that code will be a reminder to visit your shop, your Etsy shop. And to sell or even give away patterns without it, it's almost it's crazy. It's insane, actually. You should have it on your pattern. They're easy to make. If you have a Mac computer, I could show you in the Shortcuts app. I have one already made up here. I'm going to show you how to get it. Alright? Open up your Shortcuts app. You click on the gallery up here. And search for QR code. Right? And in here, it's going to pop up, make QR code. Right? You double click that, and it's shortcuts added. You could add it to your shortcuts. So then you go here to your shortcuts. It's going to pop up here. Double click it. Double click it. Come on. There we go. And by default, it's going to say, link here or what have you. I already put my Etsy shop in place of that. All right. It's just a matter of going to your Etsy shop. Here's mine. Double clicking on the URL. This is the web location. You want to copy it? You can do that also through the file or edit copy up here. Or you can use a hotkey, Command C. That's the third button on the bottom on the keyboard, in, and the letter C. Right? And head back to your shortcuts again. Highlight the default text. I think it says just link. I forget, but it'll say something with blue lettering. So you go ahead and you hit Command V, which is paste, or edit, paste, right? Or right mouse click, paste. Different ways of doing it. Once you get it in the generate QR code from your website, there's the run button. This is like the button on a VCR. I'm dating myself. Not VCR, it's a whatever, video, digital movie. You hit run, and then just like that, it'll create the QR code. So if someone takes a picture of that with that camera on their phone, will go directly to your website, whatever you created the code from. There's other things you can do. You can put an email link. You can say, QR code to email. There's a lot of things you can do. The beauty of creating one from your computer is there's no hidden data in this file. Everything is raw from you. There's no, if you went to Google Chrome or a QR generator online, there's sneaky little ways they can put data inside the QR code. As they may even be able to scrape data. That's worse than using cookies. So go to your Mac computer. I'm sure PC has their own version in Windows or what have you. You just have to search your computer or look online. Create QR code in Word or what have you. There's probably a similar feature. So what we want to do from here, you open up the QR code by hitting that little eyeball thing right here. Right? And then you can either save it, you share it, file, export. You can do a lot with it. Another easy way is Shift Command 4, which brings up the crosshairs, and you drag it across. You grab the QR code. When you're holding down the mouse, you let go. That noise you hear, the beep bloop, that's copying it into my clipboard. And from there, you go into your Pages app, or if you're in preview or other pattern formatting, you go in, and here I did that earlier, and I did a little text. I had an issue with my recording, but I'm back. So open up the page you want. You can open any page, and then you hit the right mouse, left mouse option, basically control click, you paste it. Right? And they don't have to be that big. They could be, you want it to be obvious, because once you print this, it'll still work even in a small scale, but you don't want it too small. And as I pointed out here, you can add a little text to it. Say, visit my, scan it with your phone. Basically, right? That's how it's done. So you say most people, not most, some people don't know what a QR code is. Right? Get rid of that. They don't know what it is. So you might have to tell them. Say, visit my Etsy, scan with phone. Take a picture. You have to be overly descriptive of what you need to do with it. But do something like that. There's also another way of preserving traffic. Say someone shares the PDF file. Right? We're going to go ahead and this is a PDF file of this pattern. And I have different pages. This is the crafter's user rights page, but in the PDF, and you don't have to keep repeating it everywhere, but somewhere convenient. So I did a test earlier. In here, this is an active link in the PDF, pointing to my Down East stained glass website, right? And it's really easy to do. The way you do that, you go into text, you say test, I'm going to call it test. In the middle, bump up the size so we can see it. I'm half blind anyway. Right? You have your text there. Double click it to highlight it. Hit the control, click to add a link to the web page. You can also highlight it, edit. Let's see, insert. Oh, here we go. Insert. I know there's one here. I never do that. File. Format. Oh, I'm looking right at it. All right, so go. I'm sorry. My apologies. Go to Format, Add Link, Web Page. The easiest way is double click it, right mouse, left mouse, add a link, web page. Okay, you could, like I said, you could put an email link in there, and here you go ahead and go back to your Etsy page, your pages. You know, right mouse, left mouse, control click, edit link. You could change the text here as well, and control V, command V, I'm sorry. Say okay, and you can see once it's the link is there, it shows that it points to wherever you want it to go. And that you could say, you know, visit my Etsy shop, or yeah, you can go ahead and you know, edit the link. You say display visit my Etsy. Alright, do something like that, and put it anywhere on your pattern. This protects your PDF file, the digital version of your files. So if somebody got this PDF in email or what have you, anyway, they're going to scroll down and say, oh, they got a Etsy page, and there's a good chance they're going to click on it. Anybody with a clear conscience, and most do, most people say, you know, it's wrong. You know, it's not your pattern. You should compensate the author or the artist. This is a sure way of suggesting that, you know, if you hear it for the wrong reason, you know, give me a visit, you know, or do the right thing, or, you know, you can go as far as, I don't do it, but you could say in your user information, I say thank you for the purchase, saying, you know, hey, yeah, thanks for buying it. If you didn't, so in other words, if you didn't buy it, yeah, go visit. It adds a really good layer of protection of your IP. Okay, and I like the idea of somebody prints your pattern. That QR code's going to be on that pattern. They're going to stare at it all day when they're making your stained glass. And whether they take a picture of it then and there, you know, either by suggestion or curiosity, they're going to go visit your Etsy page and see the pattern that they didn't pay for. Or if they did buy the pattern, they may buy more patterns. So it's a win-win-win-win all across. And it also works, you know, if you're going to do offer free patterns, say, you know, buy me a cup of coffee and put your QR code, and then put a link to your Venmo. In PayPal, you can also add a determined dollar amount. I mean, there's so much you can do with QR codes. If you haven't used them, or if you're thinking of using them but you don't know how, again, the best way is getting a generic QR code from your computer. You know, there's no games behind it. It's raw. I mean, raw meaning nothing in it but your link. I mean, I trust Google, I trust other, but you know what? You don't know. But here, you do know. So I just wanted to share that today. And if you have any questions, you know, hit me up below. in the comments, ask a question, and if you know if you subscribe, you get more content like this, or become a channel member. I've got amazing perks, giveaways. I'm giving away a hummingbird glass cutter this week, and we'll be stepping it up, looking at getting a nice inland grinder, and giving that away next month or sooner. I don't know, but yeah, consider becoming a member. You get a ton of free patterns from me, and the perks, discounts. It's my ideas and my ideology. All this YouTube stuff. If you're gonna show you support me and you appreciate what I do, I'm gonna let you know how much I appreciate you, and I sincerely mean that. It's not a sales gimmick. I'm not, looking in, gain a click, I'm gonna regurgitate old videos so I get clicks and likes. I'm not gonna do that. All my stuff is really good, unique content. I was playing around. YouTube had an AI feature, and I said, oh, they said just take any image on your computer and turn it into a video. I said, all right, let me check it out. So I took the cobalt glass cutter image, and I put the AI of a puppy, and it showed. It's crazy. My cobalt glass cutter picture, and then the puppy walks up and takes a couple of sniffs at it, and it's like, oh, that's cute. I was playing around, but I'm not going to do stuff like that. My stuff is, it's me. It's informative. I mean, it's highly informative. I'm never going to steer somebody in the wrong direction. Fabricate stuff. I mean, I get so much of that fabricate. Dude, they just make stuff up to make stuff up. My head spin. Anyway, yeah, become a channel member. Subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button. Comment below. Ask me questions. And again, I hope the QR thing helped. Remember, go to your shortcuts. Get your QR code. Put it on your patterns. You could thank me later. Take care.